Michele gave me her book to read at a time I was extremely busy. I had no time to read a book.
I gave Alan Shamblin the manuscript when it wasn't even a book yet. I mean, I really, really trust Alan. He's a really good friend. He's like a brother to me.
But I laid it by my bed, and one night about 8 o'clock, I think I picked it up and I think it said, I'm gonna read a page. And about 2 that morning, I think I was finishing the book and I was just a wreck. I went for a walk down the Natchez Trace Parkway one day, and her book and the stories just would not leave me alone. It was like, it was haunting me, and I remember saying just a little quick prayer, if I'm supposed to be a part of this song, I sure need some help here. And the concept, or just the potential for a song, just revealed itself. I called Mike REID, who is one of my oldest best friends, and we sat down, and it was, as I remember it, it was one of the smoothest, fastest co-writes we've ever had. I mean, Mike's hands went straight to the chords, beautiful melody starts pouring into the room, and the song just started flowing.
A lot of times, Alan and I have written songs where we'll work 4, 5, 6 hours for 2 lines, you know. And so Alan's about the only person I've written with that's willing to do that, to give it the time. But as he says, oddly enough, this wasn't, once we got into that musical place and it started coming.
So I pulled up to Alan's farm and I walked into his writing room, and there he and Mike sat just with these big smiles on their faces. But they were trying to be cool, and they said, you know, it's okay if you don't like it. It's okay if you don't like it. And I said, okay. And then Mike, with that big old voice of his, he began to sing this song. And I just wept. I mean, it was the most perfect description of a 200-page book in a 3-minute song.
Michele is like, bared her heart and soul and showed the courage to do that, and we were just trying to live up to that with the song.
I would have never chosen to sing that word. It's too hard, and that's also the gift of the song and her book. Is it reminds you that you don't know everything. You think you know everything, really? Come on. Venture into some place you haven't been before. And it was a gift to us as well, what she did in that book.
You know, it's one of those books that you get up from change. You're different before you read it. And it as I told Michele, it kind of did surgery on me. It opened me up, and I just couldn't get away from it.
Untangle me from the trouble